Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is the Flute Guy, and every week I do a live session where I play the Indian classical flute as a treatment for mental health. If you're new to this channel, please feel free to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're on Instagram, feel free to follow because I make these videos every single week, every Monday. And if you're on Facebook as well, let me know if you've enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful. So every week I play the flute for a specific part of mental health. In the past we've looked at anxiety and insomnia, and today I'm going to be tackling a big one, depression. Depression is a huge problem, it's a growing problem, and especially with social media, I think social media is definitely a huge factor in the increase in depression, especially in the younger generation. And so I want to kind of use this platform, this social media platform, for a good reason, and hopefully use social media to kind of treat depression, hopefully, and raise awareness for it as well. So today I'm going to be playing the flute. The specific ragam that I'll be playing is a South Indian ancient ragam known as Saramati. And it's a really interesting ragam, and I'll get into it a bit later. But before that, I want to talk about a very interesting concept which I've come across in my research. And this concept is Nada Yoga, which basically means vibration yoga. And it's a very ancient concept, thousands of years old. And it's based on this principle that everything in the universe, every single particle, you, me, my phone, my flutes, the table over there, the planets, the universe, everything in it is consistent of vibrations. It's made up of vibrations. So every particle is made up of a series of vibrations. And so the idea of Nada Yoga is that when we use vibrations, we can actually attain a higher state. Whether it's a mental state or a physical state, vibrations, i.e. sound vibrations, i.e. music, can be used as a treatment for mental health. And this has been practiced for centuries, especially in ancient India. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because as a former scientist, I find it really interesting because the idea that everything exists as a wave is actually in conjunction with wave-particle duality, which is the basis for quantum mechanics. And I find that really interesting because these principles align with the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, where we can't really say if a thing is a particle or a wavelength, and in fact it's actually a mixture of both. And so the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, quantum mechanics, these principles were made around 200 years ago, but were discussed in ancient scripts in Hinduism and Buddhism like 1,000 years ago, so it's insane. So it's interesting to find that connection, and that's an interesting bridge for any scientists out there. Let me know if you're a scientist, if you know a bit about quantum mechanics, let me know. It'd be really cool to discuss this with you guys, so leave a comment below if you're a scientist. And if you're a musician who didn't know about the link between quantum mechanics and Nada Yoga, let me know if you found that interesting. So I think it's interesting to kind of bridge those two worlds of science and music, and that's what we're doing here today. I think what I'm doing with the flute is playing music, of course, but it's to treat mental health in a very real, practical way, and it's almost scientific, I guess. So it's interesting to kind of balance these two sides, music and science, and I think that's one way to make is one way to make these sessions, these Flute for Mental Health sessions, relevant, I hope, in the 21st century, and putting it on social media on a platform where a lot of you can see it. Hopefully we can raise awareness for mental health, Indian classical music, and how Indian classical music can help mental health. So yeah, that was just a little factoid for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that. So now let's go on to me actually playing the flute. I'm going to be playing Rag Saramati, and it's a very interesting ragam because it's a scale. So ragas are scales, and it's a very interesting scale because on the way up it uses all the 7 notes that we expect in the relative minor scale in Western classical music, but when it comes down pentatonically, so it actually misses out a few notes coming down. And so that's the rule. So going up, every time you go up you have to use all the notes, but when you come down you have to miss out notes. So it's a very interesting type of ragam. It's called a Sampurna Audava ragam, for those of you who are versed in Sanskrit, sorry. So yeah, it's a very interesting ragam, and it's known for being able to elevate the spirit, make you feel like you're entering a higher realm of consciousness. And in fact, there's an ancient composition called Moksha Mogalada by Tyagaraja Swamigal, a very amazing composer. It's not ancient, it was actually composed like 300 years ago. But this composition talks about attaining moksha, which is the highest state of being. It's when the soul reaches Atman, when it joins with Brahman, which is the one, essentially, in Hinduism. But leaving aside religion, I think there's a way we can interpret this as just an elevation of the mind, of the spirit, of the body, of the soul, And I think that's why he used Rag Saramati in his composition, because Saramati has been used to treat depression, has been used to feel elevation and all these kind of things. So yeah, that's the raga I'm going to be playing today. I'm just going to be playing for 5 to 10 minutes. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, let's see where this goes. Thank you. Thank you for listening. That was Rag Saramati. Let me just quickly explain how that raga works. So when it goes up, it uses the full scale. So it's called Sampurna when it goes up and uses all 7 notes. And then when it comes down, it uses the pentatonic scale of Hindolam, which is also known as Malkons. So all together. So it's really weird like that. So it's a very interesting and difficult raga to maneuver because you need to kind of amalgamate those 2 different concepts, you know, just the idea of using all the notes and the idea of using some of the notes, and but you can have a lot of fun with it. And the song that Moksha Mogalada, which I mentioned earlier, goes Moksha Mogalada Puvilo Jivan Moksha Mogalada. So it's a really nice song. Maybe one of these days I'll play it fully for you guys. So yeah, that's Rag Saramati, and it's used for depression. Let me know how you felt after hearing this, and if it helped in any kind of way, please let me know, and please share it with your friends, because a lot of people who live with depression live alone with it and don't tell anyone about it. So who knows what happens when you share this video, you know? And I hope good things can come out of this. And if you want to see, so some people are, when you're watching on IGTV, you can only see this much. So if you want to see the full video where you can see like the fingerings on my flute and stuff, you can find the full length videos on YouTube, on Facebook, and even LinkedIn. Try searching the Flute Guy on LinkedIn. Let me know if you find it, because I've just put it up there. So yeah, I'm on LinkedIn. It's really weird. I thought about putting myself on LinkedIn because going on LinkedIn, you can only see what people are doing well in their professions. You know, you're kind of blinded by all of these success stories and all of these kind of things. And when I went and did LinkedIn, it was very overwhelming. So I thought, you know what, it'd be nice to have a pocket of LinkedIn where you can just go and just like relax, you know, like, and not have to worry about all of these things, which for me has definitely caused me worry. So you know, so there's a thing called the Flute Guy on LinkedIn. And I basically post there, actually. Everything I post on Instagram I post there, but I have the full length videos of these Flute for Mental Health sessions there, so do check it out if you get some time, and let me know if you can see it and if it's all clear and working. Let me know if it's so this video will be there, so comment on this video to see and let me know if it's all in order. But yeah, so this is my session for depression. I hope you found it useful. Please comment below if you have found it useful, and can you also please let me know what you want to see me look at next week, because I don't really plan these sessions that much. I'm open to suggestions. I've only just started doing this, so please let me know if you have any ideas. Like, anything goes. And if you want me to change things, you know, like anything, like, because people told me, like, one big thing I did was I used to just do these live and I didn't post them, and then people said post them, so I did. So let me know if you want to do more stuff with this, you know, and try to get as many people listening, and hopefully it can help people, you know. That's my kind of aim with this, and hopefully it puts Indian classical music on in a place where maybe even the Western world, you know, people who don't know Indian classical music will be able to be like, hey, you know what, this is actually relevant, you know, I can use this, you know, to help my life in any kind of way, or help others in any kind of way. So that's, I guess, what I'm hoping for from these videos. So yeah, let me know if you've enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. I really appreciate it, and I'll reply to every comment that comes on this video as much as I can. Thank you so much. Have a great day wherever you are. Much love, and take care. Bye.